America and NATO will withdraw troops from Afghanistan in 14 months if the Taliban keep their end of an historic agreement aimed at paving the way for peace in Afghanistan. The enemy signed the accord on Saturday in the Qatari capital Doha, more than 18 years after George W. Bush first sent forces to tackle the Taliban in the wake of 9/11 attacks in 2001. The deal will set up a fall in US troops numbers from about 12,000 to 8,600 in the coming weeks. Further reductions of Western forces will pin on the Taliban adhering to a reduction in violence pledge, a condition that will be assessed by the United States. A joint statement released by the US and Afghan governments on Saturday said the United States and NATO would withdraw all troops in Afghanistan within 14 months if the Taliban upheld its commitments. Meanwhile, the Taliban will renounce ties with terrorist groups such as Al Qaeda. Crucially, the deal also sees the Taliban agree to begin talks with the Afghan government to find a political settlement to the country's war and end 4 decades of violence. Under the agreement, the militants also agreed not to allow Al Qaeda or any other extremist group to operate in the areas they control. Speaking at the White House, Mr. Trump said Taliban had been trying to reach an agreement with the US for a long time. He said US troops had been killing terrorists in Afghanistan by the thousands, and now it was time for someone else to do that work, and it will be the Taliban, and it could be surrounding countries. I really believe the Taliban wants to do something to show we are not all wasting time, Mr. Trump added. If bad things happen, we'll go back with a force like no one's ever seen.